the ing and
දයාබර
the
දූ
end of
දරුවනි
those words
ඔබේ ඉංග්‍රීසි දැනුම වැඩි දියුණු කිරීම සඳහා අපි ඔබට අත දෙන්නෙමු. ඔබ සඳහාම සකසා ඇති මේ සරල ඉංග්‍රීසි පාඩම් මාලාව තුලින් ඔබේ දැනුම තවත් වැඩි කරගන්න. ලෝකයේ අනෙකුත් රටවල් සමග අත්වැල් බැඳ ගන්න අපි ඉංග්‍රීසියෙන් කතා කරමු.
Here's an expression you could use to describe what you see. There is a table in the room. The same idea can be expressed this way. The room has got a table. Or you could say, there are 4 chairs in this room. The same idea you can convey by saying, this room has got 4 chairs. So, there are, there is, has got, and have got are important expressions or phrases that you need to learn about, think about, and use. Now let's think of the opposite, that is, hasn't or not got, isn't. That expression has the opposite meaning. So you could say, our school hasn't a playground. Or the same idea, our school does not have a playground. Then there's another idea that you could say, in our school we haven't a science teacher. The same idea expressed differently, our school does not have a science teacher. So we are learning more about the way you express these things and negatives, opposite meanings to what we do have and can have or are able to see. We do not have some things. So that is also an interesting way of describing things, places, and people. Now you must remember that there are questions that you can ask using these same words. Is there a laboratory in your school? Have you got a science teacher in your school? So these ideas can be expressed in question form. Well, you're going to learn more about these things. So we suggest that you stay on, enjoy the program, and learn some more about what people do or what people have and do not have.
Hello. Today we will learn how to use the words there is, there isn't, there are, and there aren't. Now remember, you have to learn to use it in the correct way. Let's look at this picture. What do you see? You can say, there is a school. Now remember, there is can be shortened to there's. So you can say, there's a school. Let's look at this picture again. There are some shops. Similarly, you can talk about the negative. What is not in the picture? You can say, there isn't a temple, or there aren't any trees. Always remember this rule. There's a school. Is there a school? The words just change places. There are some shops. Are there any shops? Again, the words simply change places. Now let's look at how to use has got and have got. You can say, he has got a dog. The woman has got a baby. But when you use the plural, you say, they have got umbrellas. Remember that these can be shortened. The word actually is contracted to say shortened. He has got becomes he's got. they have got becomes they've got. What about the question form? Now take a look at these examples. Have they got a dog? Has he got long hair?
And now we have an opportunity to get to know some words and phrases. Here's a phrase which we often hear and usually tied up with, offices and factories maybe, or even shops on occasion, a library. Yes, the phrase reception desk. Reception desk. What does that mean? Well, as we said, if you were to visit an office and there are lots of people working there, you might need to meet only one person, but there are lots of people there. How would you know who to talk to, who to see? That's where you need to come up to the reception desk. That's the desk or table or place specially arranged for visitors to come first to. Usually there is a person behind the reception desk, and that person is the one you ask first who you want to see, or the topic or subject that needs to be dealt with, that you have a problem and you want to solve. Then the person at the reception desk will guide you to the individual or person you need to see. So there's a lot that can happen at the reception desk. It is not only about answering the telephone or just sitting and saying hello to people who walk in. There has to be something more than that that happens at the reception desk. So keep that in mind, because it's a good phrase to use, and also good to know what it means, so that if you are behind a reception desk, then you would know what is expected of you. And now the word that we would like to introduce to you, well, it's a word that you know, I think, but however, it's good to know its accurate meaning, and refer your dictionary. I would recommend that, so that you would be best able then to know what exactly it means. Here's the word: unfortunately. Unfortunately. Now that's an expression that we use every day for suggesting different things. Perhaps you wanted to go out for a walk in the park. You had decided that you would walk in the park at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And then it begins to rain at 4 o'clock. So you might then tell someone, I was hoping to go out for a walk in the park. Unfortunately, it's begun to rain. So what we are saying with using that word unfortunately is, we have had to change what we are going to do. We have had to change plans, or our plans were disrupted, meaning plans were broken, cannot be done. So we say unfortunately. Well, that was just an example. Unfortunately can be used in many different ways, and we suggest that you think of many ways that you can use that in your everyday speech. Maybe it was also that you wanted to travel to a particular place, and you wanted to arrive at that other destination at a particular time, say 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You wanted to be at a particular place, and then the bus you were traveling in had a flat tire, meaning the air went out of the tire, and there was a delay, and therefore you were not able to arrive at the planned time of 2 o'clock at your destination. So you would say, I was hoping to be on time, but unfortunately, the bus had a problem with a tire. So the word unfortunately has the idea of not being able to do what you wanted and when you wanted to do it. And there are other uses as well, and I'm sure you will enjoy finding out more about that yourselves. Well, goodbye for now.